All right, friends, a very good evening to all of you, and welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of MBA Wallah English, where we are studying each and everything only in one language that is tested in CAT. So, yes, we'll be studying each and everything in English language, and today I'm Gaurav Gupta. I welcome all of you in our next session. It's the next step towards the basics of data interpretation. So friends, a very good evening to all of you. Already we are joined by some students. Wonderful. Good to see all of you. Concept Builder batch. Yes. So the batch name is CAT Concept Builder. So some of you were asking about the name of the batch. Yes, it's Concept Builder batch. Elite batch. The lectures will not be conducted on YouTube. You just get to see one lecture from every faculty on YouTube channel as far as elite batch is concerned. But today we are going to do the more important thing. We are focusing on the basic concepts of data interpretation, the journey which we have started a few weeks back, and two lectures. I've already taken two lectures as far as the basics of data interpretation are concerned. And if I'll go back and give you a small recap of whatever we have done in the last two lectures. So in the very first lecture, we have discussed about the basics of data interpretation when it comes to calculations. So yes, we have discussed calculation techniques. In the last lecture, we discussed the very first elementary way in which the data can be given to us, the tables. So how we can handle tables when it comes to data interpretation. Now, today it's the next step towards understanding the basic data sets, and today's topic is bar graphs, right? So friends, as you all know, as you all would know that in data interpretation, there are different important things that we need to basically understand, that we need to practice for, that we need to understand, right, at different stages. Now, the entire set of data interpretation is a combination of a lot of challenges. Now, the first challenge in front of us is understanding the data, interpretation of the data. Now, this data can be given to us in many different forms. We have already seen tables. We are going to see bar graphs in today's class. And then in the subsequent lectures, we'll be looking at different forms in which the data can be presented, like the line graphs, the pie charts, and then the miscellaneous data sets, which are right now, like nowadays, CAT is focusing on giving us the sets of data interpretation in which the data is given in the form of miscellaneous data sets. Now, miscellaneous data sets, can you tell me some of the names, some of the different ways in which the data can be given other than these conventional ways, other than these conventional forms? Come on, go ahead. This one is also from elite. Okay, class कब खत्म होगी सर, मैंने अभी तक खाना नहीं खाया, इसीलिए पूछ रहा हूँ. So Mr. Shaikh, the class will be somewhere around 40 to 45 minutes. Okay, so I'm really sorry keeping you holding for, like, you haven't done your dinner. So I'm really sorry keep like holding you out. But yes, you just have to wait for another 30-40 minutes and the class will be over. So Aditya has mentioned that, yes sir, spider charts, bubble charts, candlestick charts, triangular charts, scattered charts, like there are plenty of data charts in which the data can be given. Now, one of the notions that we have is if the data is given in the form of table, then the entire set will be easy to handle. If the data is given in the form of bar graph, line charts, it is still easy. Slightly higher level of difficulty is handling pie charts. And then if we'll get bubble charts or scattered charts or spider charts and so on so forth, it will be very difficult to handle. No, this is just your I would say misconception. Okay, so we are conducting these classes in order to clarify, in order to take out that misconception from your mind. Okay, so it's not the data, it's not the way in which the data is given to us decides the level of difficulty. It is the combination or the different types of questions that are asked defines the level of difficulty. All right, so please don't get scared just by looking at any data given in any weird form. It may be possible that in CAT 2026, they may form a different kind of data set which they have not asked up till now, and you get scared. So please don't do that. Okay. Now, whatever data or whichever form of representation of data is given to you, they will be clearly explaining how to read the data from that data chart, right? So it's not a matter of getting worried during the exam. Just keep your cool, keep your calm, and try to read each and every instruction that will help you in fetching or in understanding of that data. All right, but those things will come later on, and today we are going to handle the bar graphs, right? So today we'll be taking up one complete set having around 7 questions, not 4, not 5, not 6, but I have kept 7 questions in this data set so that we'll be able to completely understand first of all, understand how to read the data from the bar graph. This is number one. Then how to handle different type of questions that will have the concept of ratios, averages, and most importantly, percentages, right? So let's quickly begin solving these questions. But first of all, one big surprise for you. A new era is going to begin. A new revolution is loading. So mark your calendar for 21st of February, 8 p.m. on the YouTube channel of MBA Wallah. Not this channel, not MBA Wallah English channel, but yes, we are going to reveal this particular thing on the main channel of MBA Wallah, right? 21st of February, 8 p.m. Do mark your calendars because you are going to see some revolutionary thing that is waiting for all of you. All right. So just look at this person and you can just guess who this person is going to be, right? It's looking like some South Indian superstar. Yes, it is, right? So just wait and watch till 21st of February, 8 p.m. on the main channel of MBA Wallah, right? So now let's begin with today's session. Let's come to the point and let's start solving the questions in which the data is given in the form of a bar graph. Now, this is the easiest form. This is the simplest form in which the data can be given in a bar graph. This is as good as a table, right? Now, if I look at a bar graph, generally we have two different axes, x-axis and y-axis. The values are read on the y-axis, but in this case, there is no need to look at the y-axis. There is no need to even look at the y-axis because the values are written at the top of the bars. Okay. Now, if I'll ignore these values which are written at the top of the graph, in general, how do we read the values in a bar graph? So first of all, we need to understand the different color coding. There is a blue colored building, there is a red color building or a bar. Fine. Now, blue color building represents the total number of employees and the red color represents the number of male employees. Okay. Now, reading each and every element of the graph is very, very important. Okay. Now, next is the height of the building when read along the y-axis. The projection of the top of this building along the y-axis will help you in reading the values, right? Now, I'll be introducing those type of questions in the later on the later stages. But first of all, let's have a look at what this bar graph has for all of us. So the values are written, so there is no problem as far as reading the values is concerned. So if I'll look at the text that is written above the graph, so the bar graph given below shows the number of employees and the number of male employees in 5 different companies A, B, C, D, and E. So the data is given to us for 5 different companies A, B, C, D, E about the total number of employees and the number of male employees. All right. So if I look at company A, then can you quickly tell me what will be the number of female employees in company A? Quickly, that's it. Now, once you have given me this number, I'll take you to the first question. Sangram, a very good evening. All right. So you are telling me that it is 18. Fine. So total number of employees is 72. Number of male employees is 54. 72 minus 54. If I'll have to calculate the number of female employees, what I'll do is I'll take the difference of the total number of employees and the number of female employees. So it will become 72 minus 54. Take the difference and this value will come out to be 18. All right. Fine. Wonderful. Now let's look at the very first question of this set. So on your screen, the first question. Now these questions will use the basic logics of ratios, averages, and percentages, right? So it's a very good time, early stages, to work on the things in which we probably are not strong at. Okay. So midterm exams are going on to happen from tomorrow to Saturday. Please help how to keep in touch with CAT preparation so that won't feel like missing out. Sangram, what you can do is it's a very short period of time. So from tomorrow, that is Tuesday to Saturday, it's just a matter of 5 days. Now midterm exams are also very important. So if you will just be in touch with CAT studies on daily basis for 15-20 minutes or half an hour. Okay, so whatever topics you have covered, look at those topics, and the topics in which you are weak at, just revise these topics for the next 5 days for 15 to 20 minutes. That's all. Yes, Atharv, I have read whatever you have mentioned. Now, it was for previous year students, right? CAT 2025. Now CAT 2026, a new set of students. So what's the harm in doing that? Okay, the syllabus of CAT is every year it is absolutely same, right? Okay, so focus in solving these questions. Right, Athar? So go ahead. I understand that you have done a proper research. Good. So, Atharv, Aditya has answered to your, I would say, confusion or like the question that you have put up. Okay, all right. So, answer to question number 1 given by almost all of you. The question here is, what is the ratio of number of female employees in company D to the number of male employees in company E? A very easy question. So first of all, we are going to understand how to basically pick up the values, and while we are picking up the values from the graph, we should not be making any kind of mistake. Also, the second thing is, read the question properly. They are asking for number of females and you get to pick up number of males, then there will be a problem. So these mistakes happens when we are in a hurry. Okay, so at least read the question completely, read the question properly. So we'll have to find out the ratio. Okay, for ratio we'll require at least 2 numbers. Okay, number of female employees in company D, number of female employees in company D. So 80 is the total number of employees, 36 is the number of males. So 80 minus 36, that is 44, is the first number. We got the first number, right? Now the second number here is the number of male employees in company E that can be picked up directly from the graph, which is 48. So the second number is 48. So these are the two numbers for which we'll have to find out the ratio. So the ratio will be 44 is to 48, and that will be equal to, if I'll cancel out the common factors, common factor is 4 among these two numbers. So it will become 11 is to 12. Okay, so we'll cancel out common factor of 4. I'll get 11 and I'll get 12. So the ratio, the answer of this question will be option B, that is 11 is to 12. All right, fine. So let's move on and look at the next question. Athar, keep solving these questions, bache. It is important to understand the basics, the concepts, and we are working on them. Okay, right? Next question, question number 2. Absolutely, Athar. Very good. Correct answer. The number of male employees in company A and C together is what percentage of the total number of employees in company B? Percentage. Now, I have taught you explicitly, properly, like whenever you have these type of questions, what should be the numerator, what should be the denominator, how the things should be calculated. So go ahead and quickly give me a correct answer. Wonderful, Aditya. Very good. Yashika. Nice, Atharv. Just keep it up. Lovely. Okay, Jaydeep, you have given the answer as well as explanation. Good, very good. Okay, now we'll have to find out one number is what percentage of the another number. Let's say X is what percentage of Y. Okay, so if the statement is X is what percentage of Y, then what we have to calculate is X upon Y multiplied by 100. Okay, the meaning of this expression is X is what percentage of Y. So X will come in the denominator, in the numerator, and what percentage of Y, that means we'll have to compare X with the value of Y. Okay, so Y will go in the denominator. Done? Now let's talk about these two numbers that they are talking about. Let's find out the number of male employees in company A and C together. Company A number of male employees 54 and company C it is 96. So 54 plus 96. 54 plus 96, that comes out to be 150. The first number is 150. This number is what percentage of total number of employees in company B? Company B, total number of employees is 120. So the second number is 120. Patientfully calculate these two numbers separately. Okay. Then the first number is what percentage of the second number? 150 is what percentage of 120? I generally don't write 100. I'll leave it as it is and then try to simplify. Try to find out the simplest ratio. Cancel out the common factors. If I'll cancel out 0, first of all, 15 upon 12, and then cancel out 3, I'll get 5 upon 4. Now you can convert this fraction in terms of percentages. Okay, now 5 upon 4, how I can directly write it in terms of percentages? Now, we haven't seen 5 by 4 when we were doing percentage equivalence of fractions. Now, you can clearly see that 5 by 4 is more than 1. How much more than 1? So, 5 by 4 can be written as 1 plus 1 by 4. Okay. Now, 1 in terms of percentages is 100 and 1 by 4 in terms of percentages is 25 percentage, right? So 100 plus 25, that is 125 percentage. Answer is option B. Okay, so Atharv, you have written it directly. That is wonderful. And 150 upon 120, I have just given you the breakup, how this can be calculated. Okay, so some of you, if you are not able to understand how to calculate or how to convert this fraction in terms of percentages, this is the complete explanation. Okay, fine. So 5 by 4, which can be written as 1 plus 1 by 4. Any fraction in which numerator is greater than denominator is greater than 1. Okay, so I'm writing a fraction. Can you please convert that fraction in terms of percentages? So I'm going to write a fraction. Okay, so the fraction for all of you, 7 upon 6. Can you convert it in terms of percentages very quickly? It's lovely, lovely. Good. So 7 upon 6 can be written as 1 plus 1 by 6. 1 plus 1 by 6. Okay. Now 1 by 6 is 16.67 and 1 is 100. So 116.67. Lovely. Good. I hope you all have understood how things are happening here, right? Now let's move on and look at question number 3. Now you'll have to find out the difference. Difference will always be between two numbers. So calculate these two numbers carefully. All right, Aditya, good. Jaideep, can you please complete your answer like Aditya has done? If you're getting none of the above, then what is the value that you are getting? Also write the same. Come on. Okay, so Aditya says the value should be 13. And Namru, you are saying 24. All right, all right. So Jaideep, I'm asking you to write what is the answer of this question. Okay, so if you're getting none of the above, then what is the number that you are getting? So we'll have to find out the difference between, first of all, the average number of employees in company A and E together. Now, how do we calculate average? Average is sum divided by the number of terms. So number of employees, it's not male employees, it's not female employees, it's the total number of employees. Okay. So which companies? Company A and company E. We'll have to find out the average of these two numbers, 72 and 96, right? So 96 plus 72 divided by 2 will be the average. Okay, so 168 divided by 2, that is 84. So 84, yes, it's the first number. Perfect, no problem at all. Okay, now talking about the second number, the average number of male employees in company A and C together. Okay, so company A number of males is 54 and company C number of males is 96. So 54 plus 96 divided by 2, that comes out to be how much? Help me out. Okay, so 54 plus 96 is 150, divided by 2 is 75. This is the second number. All right, fine. Now I'll have to find out the difference between 84 and 75. So 84 minus 75, that comes out to be 9. So 9 should be the correct answer of this question. So even if you have got none of the above, but you're not getting 9 as the answer, today I'll consider your answer as wrong. Okay, fine. So 9 should be the correct answer of this question. None of the above. Yes, option D is correct. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead. What is the average number of female employees in company A, B, and E together? Careful with the calculations. No problem, Neeru. You have missed 3 questions. This is the 4th question. The data is in front of you. Self-explanatory. Quickly start solving this. Quickly. Don't wait. So let's do this one. Now they're talking about female employees, company A, B, and E, and we'll have to calculate the average of these numbers. So number of female employees in company A, 72 minus 54, that is 18. The next company is company B, 120 minus 75, that is 45. And the last company is company E, 96 minus 48. 96 minus 48 will come out to be 48. Now average of these 3 numbers will be sum of these 3 numbers divided by 3. Now adding these numbers, 45 and 48, 93 and 18 comes out to be, yes, 111. So 111 is the sum when divided by 3 will give me 37. So yes, option C, 37 is the correct answer of this question. Okay, quickly moving on to the next one. Now you might take some extra time in solving this one. Now they are talking about another company, company F, whose data can be calculated using the data that is given in the bar graph. So company F, the data of company F is given in relation with the data of company E. All right, so Aditya and Neeru, both of you have given the answers. Neeru, who has just now joined. Neeru, you are picking up fast. Very good. And Jaideep is also there with the answer. Okay, so let's finish it up. So if the number of male employees in company F is 12 more than that in company E. Company E number of male employees is 48. So number of male employees in company F will be 48 plus 12, that is 60. Okay, so number of male employees we have got, and the total number of employees in company F total is given as 132. Okay, done. Now find the number of female employees in company F. So number of female employees will be 132 minus 60, and which is 72. So 72, option D, very simple, is the correct answer. Okay, right? So these were 5 questions and we have seen options in each of these 5 questions. Now the next 2 questions will not give you options. Okay, so question number 6. The number of female employees in company A and C together is what percentage of the number of male employees in company E? So you will have to type in your answer today, and if your answer is coming up in decimals, so you can write your answer up till the first decimal place, or what you can do is you can write the answer. So all of you focus here, write the answer to the nearest integer. Write your answer to the nearest integer. Aditya, answer to the nearest integer. All right, good. Now, whenever you get any question in CAT, which is in the form of theta, type in your answer, where you'll have to type in your answer. I'll give you a small, would say a small information about that. Okay. Now, whatever answer we'll have to type is always an integer. Always. It's not in fractions, it's not in decimals. Whatever thing that you will have to type, you will have to type the integral value only, not the decimal part. Okay. Now, number of female employees in company A and C together. Number of female employees in company A and C together. Now, company A number of females is 18 and company C number of females is 48. Okay. So 18 and 48 is the first number. 18 plus 48. That comes out to be how much? 66. So 66 is the first number. Please confirm if this is correct or not. 66. Okay. Is what percentage of the male employees in company E? Company E male employees, it is 48. So is this number correct? 66. All right. Okay. So second number is 48. So we'll have to determine 66 is what percentage of 48. Cancelling out the common factors. So there is a common factor of 6. So this will become 11 and this becomes, yes, 8. So I'll have to calculate 11 upon 8, right? 11 upon 8, correct? Is this calculation fine? Yes or no? Wait. You're not allowed to change your answers. Are these numbers correct? First of all, tell me, are these numbers correct? Whatever I have written. So if you find any number incorrect, then please point it out. 66 upon 48. Yes or no? So Atharv has also mentioned 66 upon 48. Jaideep also says 66 upon 48. Okay. Now friends, to be very careful with the calculations. I've already explained you these things. Now 66 upon 48 becomes 11 upon 8, correct? Okay. Now 11 upon 8 can be written as 1 plus 3 upon 8. Now 1 in terms of percentage is 100 and 3 by 8. Give me the percentage equivalent of 3 by 8. Give me the percentage equivalent of 3 by 8. Come on, Atharv, this is what I'm asking, yaar. What is wrong here? What is wrong here? I'm asking you guys. Okay, so let's look at this question once again. The number of female employees in company A and C together. Company A number of female employees is 18 and company C number of female employees is 44 plus 4, 48. Now 50, 60, 66 is the number of females in A and C together. And the number of male employees in company E, male employees in company E is 48. 66 upon 48, according to me, it's absolutely correct. 11 upon 8. 11 upon 8 is 1 plus 3 by 8. Now 3 by 8 is not 33.33 percentage, which the mistake you have done. So it is 37.5. All right. So if you will have to write the answer, 137.5 will be the correct value. Okay. So 137.5, 37.5 is the percentage equivalent of 3 by 8. Okay. So earlier you were calculating 133.33. I don't know on what basis you were calculating that. So 137.5. Yes, it is correct. Okay. Sixth question done. Let's move on to the last question of the day, which is once again a theta based question. The average number of females in all the companies is what percentage more or less than the average number of males in all the companies? Atharv, I believe now you are fine with question number 6. You're saying it is very much confusing, but now I have explained everything about question number 6. So are you clear or you want me to go back to question number 6? All right, Atharv. So Aditya, given the answer. Neeru says yes, sir, again. So Neeru, let us finish this question number 7 and then I'll go back to question number 6. Okay. Now, average number of females in all the companies is what percentage more or less than the average number of males in all the companies? So I'm writing the number of females everywhere. So in the first case, number of females is 18. In the second case, 45. In the third case, 48. Next, it is 44. And finally, it is 48. Okay. Now, these are the number of females. I'll calculate the sum of females. So can you please tell me what is the sum of these numbers? Total number of females. Total number of females is what I need. 18, 45, 48, 44, 48. Absolutely correct. I'm also getting 203. So sum of the number of females is 203, and hence the average of the number of females is 203 upon 5. Right? I'm not doing calculations. 203 upon 5, I can see that this is not an integer. It will be 40.6. 40.6. I'll not do that. Okay? So I'll leave it as it is. Now the same thing for the males. So sum of the number of males. Yes, anyone with a sum? So Ananya, you're saying that sum is 309 for boys or for males. So 54, 75, 96, 36 and 48. So 70, 160, 230, 280, then 9 and 6, 15, 21, 29. So yes, 309 is what I am also getting. Now their average will be 309 upon 5. Okay. Now what we have to do in this question? We have to find out the first number is what percentage more or less than the second number. This is the first number. This is obviously looking to be less than the second number, right? Okay. So let's say this number is x and this number is y. So we'll have to find out x is what percentage less than y. So my expression should be y minus x whole divided by the second number, which is y, multiplied by 100. Okay, right? So their difference divided by the second number multiplied by 100. Now their difference, 309 minus 203 is 106. So the difference is 106 divided by 5. I'm writing this divided by 5, and later you will understand we could have dropped this 5 from everywhere. 106 upon 5 divided by 309 divided by 5. If I drop this 105, it will not create any difference because it is cancelled from both numerator and denominator. So 106 upon 309, right? Okay. Now, do we have any common factor? I don't see any common factor among these numbers. So you can just simply calculate this and get your answer. Okay, right? So Athar, this is how we should be calculating our final answer. Okay. Now, if you want to see the range of this answer, 106 upon 309. Okay, wait. First of all, all of you tell me, are you clear up to this part? The first number is less than the second number. 203, 309. Both have same denominators. Okay. So I need to find out the first number is how much percentage less than the second number. So in the numerator, I'll keep their difference. So difference 203 and 309. The difference is 106. 106 divided by the second number 309. Okay. Now the calculation part. 106 is what percentage of 309? Now if I look at 10 percentage. 10 percentage is approximately of this number. 10 percentage is approximately 31. 30.9 is 31. So 30 percentage will be 93. Right? Okay. Then the gap between this number and 106 is of 13. So I'll go with 1 percentage, which is approximately 3.1. So 4 percentage will be approximately 12 point something. Now if I'll add these two numbers, 93 and 12, I'll reach 205 point something, which will be the sum of these two. So approximately the answer should be 34 percentage. All right. So 34 percentage should be the final answer. All right. Fine. Atharv, am I clear? Earlier you have given a different answer. So please have a look at this calculation. Approximately 34 should be the correct answer. Okay. This is what I have calculated. Done. So have a look at this calculation, digest it. Meanwhile, I'm explaining question number 6 to one of the students who has requested it. So question number 6, number of female employees in company A and C. It was 66. The first number is what percentage of number of male employees in E? Number of male employees is 48. So Neeru, tell me, are you clear with these two numbers? 66 and 48. Yashika, you have written no. I'll go back to question number 7. Don't worry. I'm giving you some time to digest that. So first of all, I'm here on this question. Neeru, you were asking about. So are you clear about these two numbers? Yes. So मुझे क्या find out करना है? What do I have to find out is 66. The first number is what percentage of the second number? 66 divided by 48. Okay, right? Now, if you could not understand this, then MBA Wallah main channel, look at the foundation classes. You will get to understand each and every statement. Okay, believe me, on MBA Wallah foundation, on the main channel of MBA Wallah, I have explained all these percentages, statements completely. So look at those classes as well. So 66 upon 48 comes out to be 11 upon 8. Okay, now 11 upon 8. Now Neeru, if you are confused about this calculation, so look at, so you were late in joining today's class. So I have explained these kind of things at the beginning of the class in the first, second question. Okay, so 11 by 8 can be written as 1 plus 3 by 8. 1 is 100 percentage and 3 by 8 in terms of percentages is 37.5. Okay. All right, fine. Now, Yashika, Yashika, tell me, dear, what you haven't understood about this question. Go ahead. All right, Athav, I understood. Great, good. So, Yashika, you have written no, sir. So, I believe you could not understand some part of this explanation. So, tell me which part you could not understand, or if you have understood it completely, also mention the same thing. XY part. Okay. All right. So Yashika, once again, the same suggestion to you, beta. You can go to the main channel of MBA Wallah. X is what percentage more than Y. X is what percentage less than Y. A is what percentage of B. B is what percentage of A. I have in detail explained all these statements. Okay. So if let's say you have two numbers, X and Y. So let's say the value of X is 35 and the value of Y is 43. Can I clearly see that X is less than Y? Obviously, 35 is less than 43. Now, question is, X is what percentage less than Y? X is what percentage less than Y? So first of all, I'll calculate X is how much less than Y. 35 is how much less than 43? Obviously, the difference between them, it will be Y minus X. Now, since they are asking to compare this difference with the value of Y, look at this, than Y. So Y will go in the denominator. That's all. This is how we interpret these kind of statements, right? So the entire statement is now converted into expression, which you can solve by substituting the values. Okay, all right. So Yashika and Aryan, I hope I've explained it completely. Okay. Now, some students are asking something. Sir, DI tables, class notes plus DPP, complete DPP not finished yet, written. Atharv, I could not understand. So my last cat was S3, slot 3, and the idea were damaged. Amit, go ahead and start from the scratch. Okay. So if you believe that VARC and LRDI sections you could not do good in these two sections, so now it's time to start. Like go ahead and give it a new start. It should be very fresh, and whatever mistakes that you have done in the last year, it might be lack of practice, it might be concept clarity, right? Whatever mistakes you have done, analyze those mistakes and start from the scratch. This is the only suggestion that I can give you. All right, so all the very best. नीरू सर बहुत हिम्मत करके दोबारा तैयारी शुरू की है, सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट डर लग रहा है. Neeru, see, this is generally what happens, okay? When we have already seen a failure and another year is at stake, so yes, it's a matter of getting scared. But like I said, there should always be a new start, a fresh start, and learning from our mistakes, what we have done in the last year. We should not be repeating the same mistakes. Okay, so the only suggestions to any such student who is sitting here or who will be watching this session later on, what I would say is you have to compete with more than 2 lakh students. Okay, and just understand the way they are preparing. You will have to make the same efforts, or in fact more efforts than those students are putting in. Then only you will be able to succeed in this examination called CAT. All right, so that's all from my side, my dear friends. I'll see you again in the next class with the next topic. All the best to all of you. Bye bye.